A 20-pound bag of cement contains 25% cement and 75% sand. How much pure cement must be added to produce a cement mix that is 40% cement? Since we're mixing two things together to get a third, we draw a 3x3 box to organize the given information. And with the mixture problem, the third row always represents the end mixture. And generally speaking, the first two rows represent the two things that are being mixed together. But instead of labeling our rows with these general quantities, let's be more specific about the things that are being mixed together. And the two things we're mixing are pure cement and this 20-pound bag, where we're given some information about how much cement and sand it contains. Let's call this the pre-mixed bag. When mixing solutions, and this is similar to a liquid solution problem, our column headers are going to be percent times volume is equal to concentrate. And in this case, our concentrated quantity is the pure cement. Now, before we start populating cells, let's notice that this is not a liquid volume problem. The quantities of our products are given in pounds. So instead of saying volume right here, let's use the units that our quantities are being measured in. So 20% of the pounds are going to be pure cement. Now let's think about populating our cells. Notice that our question is how much pure cement must be added. So this is going to represent our unknown quantity. And we'll put that X in the cell that represents the quantity of pure cement. We're given that we have a 20-pound bag of the premix, so 20 goes into the quantity of the premix bag. And if we started with 20 pounds of the premix and we add X pounds of pure cement, then we're going to have 20 plus X pounds of the combined mixture. Now for our percent column, let's start with the premix row. In this 20-pound bag of premixed cement, we see that 25% of those 20 pounds are pure cement. That means what we have is a 25% mixture, so we'll put 25% in this cell. This is going to give us how many actual pounds of pure cement are contained in the premix bag. 25% of means multiply the 20 pounds that are present. When we multiply these two things together, we see that what that means is that there are 5 pounds of pure cement in the premix bag. The other 15 pounds must be sand. So this percent column is telling us what percentage of that substance is pure cement. And so for our first row, we're adding pure cement. And so that is 100% pure cement. So we'll say 100% converted to a decimal is just 1.00. What we want from the overall mixture is that it be 40%, which means that 40% of the overall units are going to be pure cement. And again, to determine how many pounds that actually is, we multiply this together. So we say 40% of the overall mixture is pure cement. So what we're doing is multiplying across to come up with that third column. So in our first row here, we say 100% of those pounds are pure cement, and 1 times X is just going to be X. Now, in order to come up with our equation, we're going to add the X pounds of pure cement from the first row to 5 pounds of pure cement from the second row, and these two quantities added together is going to yield the total amount of pure cement present in the overall mixture, which is 40% of the total quantity. So our linear equation is going to be X pounds of pure cement plus 5 pounds of pure cement is going to be equal to the number of pounds of pure cement in the overall quantity. And now we have a linear equation that we can solve. We begin by simplifying both sides as much as possible. So X plus 5 is going to be equal to 0.4 times 20, which is 8, and 0.4 times X is 0.4X. Now we get our variable terms to one side, so we'll subtract 0.4X from both sides. 1X minus 0.4X is 0.6X on the left. We still have plus 5, and we're equal to 8. Now we'll subtract 5 from both sides. So on the left, we still have 0.6x, and on the right, we now have 3. Now we divide both sides by 0.6 to get x by itself on the left. 3 divided by 0.6 is 5, and the units here are pounds. So the answer to the question here is that 5 pounds of pure cement must be added to the premix bag in order to create a 40% mixture.